Okay, our ISO image has been downloaded, so now we're ready to bring up Virtualbox. I'm on a Mac, so it might look different, a little different for you if you're on Windows. Same functionality. We're going to start a new virtual machine. I need to give it a name, Hadoop. We're going to be using Linux. In fact, we're going to be using Red Hat 64-bit. We downloaded CentOS 7. CentOS is exactly the same as Red Hat. You need a minimum of 2 gigs to run Hadoop. If you have more and you can give more to the machine, you'll get a little better performance. I'm going to select 2 gigs. We'll need a hard drive to store our data. I'm going to create one just for this virtual machine. I'm going to use the defaults. So the VDI, I like fixed size. It's a little more performant. And 8 gigs is not going to be enough space, so I'm going to choose 30 gigs. It'll take a couple of minutes, well, maybe 48 seconds to go now. Okay, we're ready to start our VM. We have 2 gigs of base memory. We've got a hard drive that's 30 gigs. Let's press start. Now it's prompting us for an ISO. There is the VirtualBox Guest Editions ISO that we'll use later, but for now we need an installation disk for our OS. So we downloaded, I'm going to look at the downloads. We downloaded a new version of CentOS 7. I'm going to use that. So I'll open that up. Press start. So VirtualBox has booted our virtual machine, and the code that's on the ISO starts running, and now we're presented with the installation screen for CentOS 7. It's a good idea to test the media since we just downloaded it. This will take a little bit, so I'm going to pause the video and start it again in a minute. Okay, we got past the validation. It's resuming the boot. You'll see the window resize as the video mode changes. And now we're presented with the Welcome to CentOS 7 screen, and we're ready to make our selections. I'll point out that the mouse is still in the host, my host OS. If I move it inside here and then click, you'll see it moved, it disappeared and moved over here. Now it's under the control of the VM. It may be a little erratic when you're first setting it up. The point I wanted to make here is that if you can't get it out of there unless you press the host key. So for me, that's the left command key. There's a reminder of the host key in the bottom right here. So be sure to familiarize yourself with that so you don't get stuck. All right, I need to press continue. We're going to use English. All right, so this is the installation summary. It went ahead and made a few selections for us. It wants us to confirm our disk selection, so yeah, that's fine. We can set up the network and host name. I'm going to turn that Ethernet on. We'll call the host Hadoop. and click Done. For the software selection, I recommend you use the development workstation and the development tools. Any other packages that you'd like to include, you can select them here. We can also install them later. So let's select Done. It's checking some things. You selected the packages. It's making sure we have them on our installation source. All right. Now we're ready to begin installation. This will take quite a while. While that's in progress, if your mouse is behaving, you can navigate over here and set up your root password. Okay. I'm going to do the user creation. Just putting my first name in here. I recommend you use the use your JHED ID. For me, that's PWILSO 12. I'm going to select make this user administrator. And yeah, that put the wheel group in for me, which will give me super user privileges. So we're going to click Done there. Now we just need to wait until all 1,568 packages are installed and it's ready to reboot. So I'll pause the video